Marriage is not what you think it is, and that's why most of them fail. I'm about to tell you what marriage actually is, not the fairy tale you were sold by movies and Instagram posts. This might make you uncomfortable. It might challenge everything you believe about relationships. But if you're considering marriage, or you're already in one, you need to hear this. Let me start with the most important truth. Marriage is not about love. Marriage is about partnership. And once you understand the difference, everything changes. Love is a feeling. It comes and goes. It peaks and valleys. Some days you'll look at your partner and feel overwhelming affection. Other days you'll look at them and feel nothing, maybe even irritation. That's normal. That's human. But partnership is a choice. It's a commitment to build something together regardless of how you feel on any given Tuesday. It's waking up and choosing to work as a team even when you don't particularly like each other that day. The problem is, most people get married because they're in love. They feel this intense emotion and think, this is it. This is the person. Then, 3 years later, when that intensity fades, they panic. They think something's wrong. They think they married the wrong person. They get divorced and go searching for that feeling again with someone else. And the cycle repeats. Here's what nobody tells you. The butterflies die. The obsessive thinking about each other fades. The constant desire to be together 24/7 disappears. This isn't failure. This is biology. Your brain literally cannot maintain that level of neurochemical intensity forever. What replaces it, if you do it right, is something deeper: respect, trust, companionship. A partnership where you genuinely like the person you're building life with. But you don't get there by accident. You get there by understanding what marriage actually requires. Let me break down marriage into stages so you know what you're actually signing up for. Stage 1 is the honeymoon phase. This is the first 6 months to 2 years. Everything is easy. You're both on your best behavior. Conflicts feel minor because the chemical cocktail in your brain smooths everything over. You genuinely believe you'll never fight like other couples. You'll never be one of those bitter married people. You will. Stage 2 is disillusionment. This usually hits around year 2 to 4. The chemicals wear off. You start seeing your partner clearly, flaws and all. The things that were cute become annoying. They chew too loud. They leave dishes in the sink. They don't listen the way they used to. You start questioning if you made a mistake. This is where most marriages die. Because most people think disillusionment means they chose wrong. They didn't. They just hit reality. If you push through stage 2, you enter stage 3. The power struggle. Year 4 to 7. This is where you fight about everything. Money, kids, careers, whose family to visit for holidays, how to load the dishwasher. It's not really about those things. It's about control. It's about whose vision of the future wins, whose needs get prioritized. This stage is brutal. But it's necessary, because you're figuring out how to merge 2 complete lives into one shared life without losing yourself. Most couples either divorce here or settle into quiet resentment. They stop fighting because they stop caring. They become roommates who occasionally have obligatory sex. But if you navigate the power struggle consciously, if you learn to fight productively instead of destructively, you move into stage 4, stable partnership. Year 7, onward. You've built systems. You know each other's patterns. You've learned to communicate. You fight less because you've established respect and boundaries. This is where marriage becomes good. Not perfect. Not the movie version, but genuinely good. The problem is, most people don't make it here. They quit at stage 2 or 3 because they didn't know these stages existed. They thought marriage was supposed to stay at stage 1 forever. Now let me tell you what actually kills marriages. It's not cheating. It's not money. It's not even kids, though those are common accelerants. What kills marriages is accumulated resentment. Every time you bite your tongue instead of speaking up, you add a brick to the wall. Every time your partner dismisses your feelings, another brick. Every time you sacrifice what matters to you without acknowledgement, another brick. Eventually, the wall is so high you can't see each other anymore. Then, one day, something small happens. They forget to pick up milk. They make a joke that lands wrong, and you explode. Not because of the milk or the joke, but because of the 10,000 unspoken hurts behind it. Your partner is confused. Why are you so upset about milk? Because it's not about the milk. It never is. Here's how you prevent this. You speak up early. You address small issues when they're small. You say, "Hey, when you did this, it bothered me because of this reason. Can we figure out a different approach?" You don't wait until you're so angry you can barely speak. You don't collect evidence for the eventual trial. You talk when the problem is a pebble, not when it's a mountain. And here's the other side. When your partner speaks up, you listen. You don't defend. You don't minimize. You don't say, "You're too sensitive." You listen to understand, not to win. Because marriage isn't about winning. The moment you think of your partner as an opponent, you've already lost. Let me tell you about the 3 skills that determine whether your marriage thrives or dies. Skill 1. Conflict resolution. You will fight. The question is, do you fight to hurt or fight to solve? Do you bring up the past or stay focused on the present issue? Do you attack character or address behavior? Bad conflict. You always do this. You're so selfish. I can't believe I married you. Good conflict. When you made plans without checking with me first, I felt dismissed. I need us to coordinate our schedules better. How can we do that? See the difference. One destroys, one builds. Skill 2. Repair. You will mess up. You'll say something cruel in anger. You'll forget something important. You'll prioritize work over your partner when they needed you. What matters is what you do next. Do you defend your mistake? Make excuses? Blame them for making you do it? Or do you own it, apologize genuinely, and change the behavior? Most people suck at repair. They'd rather protect their ego than protect the relationship. That's how marriages die. Skill 3. Maintaining individuality. This one surprises people. They think marriage is about becoming one. It's not. It's about 2 complete people choosing to build a life together while remaining complete. You need your own friends, your own hobbies, your own goals. If your entire identity becomes husband or wife, you'll suffocate each other. You'll have nothing interesting to talk about. You'll become boring to yourself and to your partner. The healthiest marriages are between 2 people who have full lives and choose to intertwine them, not 2 people who have empty lives and use each other to fill the void. Now let me address the question everyone wonders, but rarely asks. What about sex? Sexual frequency decreases in every long-term relationship, not because attraction dies, but because novelty wears off and life gets in the way. Work stress, kids, exhaustion, familiarity. The couples who maintain good sex lives do 2 things. First, they prioritize it. They schedule it if they have to. They treat it as important as any other aspect of partnership. Second, they keep dating. They don't stop trying to seduce each other just because they're married. They flirt. They create anticipation. They put in effort. The couples whose sex lives die, they stop trying. They assume it should just happen naturally. It doesn't. Nothing in marriage happens naturally. Everything requires intention. And here's something crucial about sex in marriage. It's not just about physical release. It's about connection. It's the one thing you do with your partner that you don't do with anyone else. When the sex dies, the specialness of the relationship dies with it. Don't let it die. Fight for it. Even when you're tired, even when it feels like work. Because it's the glue that keeps you bonded when everything else feels routine. Now let me tell you what marriage is actually for. It's not for happiness. You can be happy single. It's not for completing you. You should already be complete. Marriage is for building something bigger than yourself. A family. A legacy. A life that matters. It's for having someone in your corner when the world tries to break you. It's for raising kids together if you choose to have them. It's for combining resources and energy to create more than you could alone. But here's the catch. It only works if you choose the right person. So how do you know if someone is right for marriage? Here's my checklist. Do you respect them? Not love them. Respect them. Do you admire how they handle adversity? Do you trust their judgment? Would you follow their lead if you had to? Can you fight with them? Not whether you fight. You will. But can you fight and resolve it? Or do conflicts escalate into character attacks and stonewalling? Do you want the same things? Not similar things, the same things. Kids or no kids. Where to live. Career priorities. Lifestyle. If you're not aligned on the big stuff, love won't be enough. Do you like them? When the butterflies are gone, will you enjoy spending time with this person? Can you sit in silence comfortably? Do they make you laugh? Are you both willing to put the relationship first? Not always, but when it matters. If your partner consistently prioritizes everything else over you, marriage will be misery. If the answer to any of these is no, don't get married. I don't care how in love you feel. Feelings change. Character doesn't. And here's the hardest truth. Some people are not built for marriage. They're not bad people. They're just individualistic. They value freedom over partnership. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to consider someone else in every decision. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's you, don't get married. Don't try to force yourself into a structure you're not built for. It will only make you and your partner miserable. Marriage is not for everyone. And that's okay. But if you do choose marriage, if you choose partnership, go all in. Don't half-ass it. Don't keep one foot out the door. Don't fantasize about what life would be like with someone else. Choose your person. Choose them every day, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Fight for the relationship. Repair when you mess up. Celebrate the wins. Weather the losses together. Do that, and marriage becomes one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. But going blind, expecting fairy tales, and it will chew you up and spit you out. Now you know what marriage actually is. The question is, are you ready for the reality? Or are you still chasing the fantasy?